Let's talk a bit about George Russell because he's kind of ghosting his way into a championship challenge potentially. Now, we asked a couple weeks back when it was the Chinese Grand Prix. I think I was actually asked this question by Ruby, and she was asking, "Are Mercedes in a title fight?" And frankly, I don't think they are in terms of the Constructors' Championship. I feel like McLaren are really going to take special beating, to be honest with you. But in the drivers right now, Sophia, everybody's saying that Norris and Piastri and Verstappen are all in that battle, but Russell isn't that far off. He's really back in his peak Mr. Consistency days. He's not been outside the top five. He's had three podiums in four Grand Prix. He couldn't, could he?
I mean, I've said that in one of the previews or even review shows as well. I called it at the start of the season that this is consistency will favor not the top team. And this is exactly what's happening with George. He doesn't need to take risks. He just needs to be consistent, get the points, get podiums, um, and he will slide in with the drivers championship because you're gonna have these top drivers like Lando, Oscar, Max take some of these gambles and these risks. So being with the consistency as well, George has the opportunity to get the drivers championship or even get close to second or third. When it comes again, as you mentioned, with the constructors as well, there is a gap right now. But the thing is, Kimmy's actually not doing too bad as well, and that's going to help the championship as well. Obviously, he plays just out of the points last race in Bahrain, but he was very close battling with Oliver Behrman and a few other drivers to get into like the top 10 as well. So having both of the drivers as well is going to help because if you compare it to Red Bull doesn't have both of the. Well, now that Yuki's come in, that might benefit as well. But the second driver is going to be the key for the Constructors' Championship. McLaren has two strong drivers. These other teams, not so much, but the consistency and not taking risks, it's better to get maybe one or two lower points than to not even get points at all as well. So I think it'll be interesting to see with George. He will be very consistent and keep it very quiet and make sure that his races as well. He didn't put a foot wrong most of the time. Obviously, the last lap with the battles with Norris was kind of some of the things we saw that were like actual chances and opportunities. But throughout the race as well, he had a quiet race as well to an extent. So because of that, I think we should expect good performances for him, especially coming up into Jeddah, going into these next few races as well, and also seeing what the upgrades of Mercedes will have as well, and how they're going to help with the drivers, and looking at the data as well from how it was in Bahrain from the weekend as well. But yeah, I wasn't shocked because I called it at the beginning, but I'm pleasantly surprised it's been this good so far already. Four races, technically five races into the season.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that Mercedes is looking a lot more consistent as well to go along with Russell's consistency as well. On top of that, last season it was a car that only really seemed to be on the top pace in really cold conditions. But we've seen during a few Grand Prix so far this season, including Bahrain, of course, where it's been rather hot, and it's still been competitive, which I think is really positive for them as a whole.